Hello, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So last night we got this DOKKANFEST teaser over on the JP side for a Tournament of Power Android 17 and Android 18. Now, if we take this at face value, that means this card should be like a 17 and 18 card, which if you see here, this is for both 17 and 18. This is all we got for Android 17 and 18. You got the LR who EZA'd a while ago, and then the TUR of an LR. So this is going to be essentially a new named character. And then considering that it's also from their Tournament of Power versions, they're going to have access to different categories than if they were the Android Saga version. So let's go ahead and take a look at the most recent, I guess, versions of 17 and 18 from that exact moment. Same exact outfit, same everything. I do think this is going to be mainly based on stuff that happened around like the Ribrianne arc-ishes, where this might take place here. So let's just try to compare what categories they have. That way we can kind of figure out what leader skill they might be working with. Because no, they are going to be a 20% lead, like past ones have been. So let's just think about what they could possibly be. Things that I know for a fact that they will be having is Universe Survival Saga, Androids, Representative Universe 7, Siblings Bond, and Worthy Rivals. Let's see, they also should have Battle of Wits, as they both share that, as well as Superheroes. Now, I don't know if they're going to have literally anything else from that, because, like, Peppy Gals, Bond of Parent and Child, those are specific to Android 18, and then Defender of Justice is specific to Android 17. So they're probably not going to have that, so what do we have to work with? Universe Survival Saga, Androids, Reps of Universe 7, Sibling Bond, A Worthy Rival, Battle of Wits, Superhero. I am not entirely sure what they're going to do for their actual category. We did get, the Super 17 card earlier this year, and I don't really think that they're going to have too much overlap with him. Now, me personally, I'm thinking this is going to lead into more of a Siblings Bond type of team and less of like a Universe 7 team. So I could definitely see them getting like Sibling Bond. Probably not joined forces, because they will have joined forces. It's going to be both of them. So the only essentially just remove Defenders of Justice and turn this into joined forces, and then you have the new cards teams here. In terms of links, they're going to be essentially a lot of the same stuff: Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Infinite Energy, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, and then probably something else in here. I don't really know. Probably Shocking Speed, if anything. But I don't. Again, it's hard for me to really think of what's going to happen with this event. There's a couple things that I do want to point out that I think we're going to be getting during the course of this. One being, this is typically a time slot where we get an LR. The only reason we didn't get an LR last year is because that was when we had, where is it? October? That's when we had the Gammas drop. All right, so the Gammas took the spot of an LR. And so instead of having an LR, we had the Gammas. But if we look at this, we should be getting not only a DOKKANFEST EZA, or it's like some sort of premium EZA, but also a couple like free-to-play cards. I don't really know what's going to go on with this celebration. They should drop the 4th if we go based on Kid Goku, because Kid Goku got his DOKKANFEST teaser at the same time. So these units will be dropping roughly around the 4th of October, presumably with another premium like EZA character as well as a Part 2 LR. Now, does this mean we're going to get Gold Coin LR Ribrianne before we get an LR Kid Buu? Probably. And I know you're probably going to hate that, but it's probably just what's going to happen. So do keep that in mind. The character I do think that is going to EZA with them is actually, I'll show you guys here. I do think it's going to be these guys. Android 16, 17, and 18. I think this is what's going to EZA. Because like, if you really take a look at all the categories, right? Sibling Bond, Androids, and like Reps Universe 7 is what I'm going to assume it's going to be based around. There really isn't a whole lot. I do expect both these tech ones to EZA. And then if you already know in the data, we've had these two in the data for a very long time that they have sticker effects. So they will be EZAing at some point. I feel like this is a good time to do that. So I can see these both getting their sub EZA from, this is the Physical Future Gohan EZA is what this is going to be from. So again, I do think this celebration has potential to be very, very good. I just am going to be hoping that for these specific androids that they're going to be able to utilize MVP 17. Now, Another thing to keep in mind here is since that they are a Reps or Universe 7 unit, that is a direct buff for Blue Kaioken. So now that we're getting Tournament Power stuff again, I do think Blue Kaioken stocks are going to be going up, especially if this new 17 and 18 is like a defensive monster that would help make other characters more defensive. I think that would be fantastic for them. They could be like an orb changer support kind of thing. I think them being a utility character would be much better from them being like the main carry of the team, because we already have more than enough damage from Blue Kaioken on this team. We don't really need a whole lot of that. We just need characters that are strong enough to survive. And at the moment, we really only have like AGL UI Goku and events that can dodge, and then MVP 17. So I think we definitely need another character on this team that'll make it so that all the other characters are going to be significantly stronger. And especially if we base it off of our GOAT, the Path to Power Kid Goku, he could potentially be like a model for them, because remember, he is a Rainbow Orb Changer, he gives damage reduction. I think this could just be like a Tournament of Power Android version of that, with having a couple other defensive supporting mechanics. I think if you literally just copied over the exact same thing that DOKKANFEST Kid Goku does over to these guys, and then make it based around either Tournament of Power or Sibling Bond androids, or make it all of them at the same time, I think that would make this card significantly better and able to actually be worked alongside all the other like stands and stuff that we're presumably going to be getting over the course of the next couple of months. Because if you don't know already, the 6 years will be easying during the 9th anniversary of the game. So just keep that in mind. I expect very big buffs to the Tournament of Power / Representative Universe team very, very soon. So that's just a lot of my thoughts. Again, let me know what you guys have for ideas over like the actual category for these guys. Remember, I do think that their teams are pretty much going to be exactly the same as this guy's, except with joined forces instead of Defenders of Justice. So do let me know what you guys would have in mind for a 200% lead for a DOKKANFEST Android 17 and 18. I do think that they could potentially be very, very good. I'm just worried that we're probably going to be getting a Part 2 LR Ribrianne before an LR Kid Buu. But hey, it happens. So again, let me know what you guys feel about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.